In the ever-evolving world of adult entertainment, very few figures have maintained both relevance and reverence for decades. But Mistress Suzanne is not just anyone. With over 30 years of experience in the fetish and domination industry, she holds the title of Canada's longest-standing online dominatrix. A true pioneer, Suzanne was the first to offer domination sessions online in Canada, carving out a digital space for fetish exploration long before it became mainstream. Known for her unapologetic presence and boundary-pushing intellect, she's a graduate in the School of Lived Experience, Self-Study, and Raw Authenticity. But what truly set her apart isn't just her legacy, it's her defiance of the industry's narrow physical ideals. Mistress Suzanne is also Canada's most prominently advertised plus-size woman in the adult entertainment industry, commanding attention and respect in a field where thinness is often the norm. Her bold visibility challenges long-held beauty standards, making her a powerful symbol of confidence, size acceptance, and female dominance. Mistress Suzanne, we couldn't help but notice you're not only the oldest and longest-running online dominatrix in Canada, but you're also the largest and most visibly advertised woman in this niche corner of adult entertainment. Given that most women in your field tend to be extremely thin, how aware are you of this contrast? And more importantly, how do you feel about it?
To be honest with you, I don't really think about it that much. The way I figure it is there's a different type of person for everybody in this world. So yeah, I don't put a lot of energy into thinking like I'm the big one out there, but I'm aware of it when I look around at my competition. I know the general sort of image for, I guess, a dominatrix in society's eyes would be like that tall, very slim woman dressed in leather with the whip in her hand. But, you know, I think my clients like more curves. Maybe they have somebody at home that's got that slim build already.
That's such a powerful and positive way of looking at things. Would it be fair to say that you're fully confident and happy in your body just the way it is? Or do you ever feel the pressure to conform, maybe hitting the gym or changing your shape to meet the more standard expectations of the industry? Do you work out at all, or is that just not part of your routine or mindset?
I'm very happy with my body. You know, there's room for improvement, obviously. But I think we make time for what we want to make time for. And at this point in my life, I just honestly, I don't have time. I do go for walks, but going to the gym is like, no, it's not really something that I'm trying to do right now. I know that I would like to, again, one day. I have the ability to lose literally like 20 pounds in a matter of weeks. In a month, literally, I could do it just because of my weight and my size.
Despite your measurements clearly being fuller and more voluptuous than any other prominently advertised woman in this industry, I did notice that the weight section of your profile is left blank. Is there a particular reason for that? Was that intentional or simply something you didn't feel the need to include?
No, I don't actually put my weight in my ad because I have a very strong body. So yes, I'm aware of the fact that I do carry extra pounds. But I don't put my weight. If they ask me, like if they call me and they ask explicitly, like, how much do you weigh? I will tell them how much I weigh. I was sort of raised with the manners that you don't ask a woman her weight. And I am tall. I was always 5'9". I think I'm down to 5'8.5" now, or 5'8 3/4". So I still have my ads at 5'9". So whatever the case. But yeah, my measurements are all accurate. And they're good measurements. Like I have a huge bottom, a slimmer waist, and I'm very busty, as you can probably see. So, yeah, I'm not too concerned about it. Like I said, I'm happy with myself, and the walks are good. I feel healthy. In time, I'll probably incorporate more exercise.
It's quite obvious that you're incredibly honest and transparent in your work. But you mentioned earlier that a lot of people don't actually take the time to read ads properly, which I imagine would lead to confusion or mismatched expectations. Given that, and knowing how harsh people can be, especially online, I imagine you've dealt with your share of judgment or criticism, possibly even targeted hate, simply because of your size. With review boards and forums often filled with bias and outright rubbish, do you find that body-based complaints come up often? And if so, how do you deal with that kind of negativity or ignorance?
I think I've had like maybe one or two bad reviews where somebody's, expressed that, oh my gosh, she was so much bigger than I thought she would be. But I think the key is honest, true advertising. Yeah, I'm very, very honest with my advertising. I get schmucks here and there that will say, oh, look at her, she's been out there forever, and like her ad says 49, she's probably 89 by now. But that's just, ignorance. In fact, every year on my birthday, I literally have to go through like 20 different ads out there on social media, maybe more. And the number changes right on January 12th on my birthday. It changes to the next number up. I'm turning 50 next year, so 2026. Yeah, so all my ads will change to 50. I might be one of the only advertisers out there that actually advertises her true age.
Are there aspects of the work that are more difficult as a plus-size woman, or opportunities that simply don't come your way because you don't fit the typical mold?
Probably the hardest part is actually finding the wardrobe to go with it. I mean, it's they definitely, like, even true latex outfits. I haven't really had much luck finding true latex in my size. Even some of the other sort of Domme clothing is unfortunately made for very, very slim dominatrixes. So yeah, it can be a little bit tricky to actually find the clothing. But I search high and low, and I do end up finding it. You just have to look around. But yes, it's typically more designed for, again, the slimmer sort of build, not the big bottom and the thick thighs and the big hips and everything. So yeah, that's probably the biggest challenge. And of course, the challenge of people that don't understand what face sitting is about and literally get crushed underneath my big ass, can't breathe. That can sometimes be a problem. They don't realize that it has to do with breath play, not actually performing anything orally on me.
So bottom line, as the most visibly plus-size woman in Canada, what are your final thoughts on owning that title? What does it mean to you personally and professionally?
I don't really think about it. It doesn't really, it's not something that concerns me that much.